we're going to talk a little bit about water storage. Getting water to your campsite and keeping it stored there. I've got two different types of containers. I've got the hard plastic, got the soft plastic. The thing about the soft plastic is it's really nice is you can condense it down, store it in your cooler, put it in your garage. The hard plastic takes up a little bit more room. Now, I used to use these all the time before they had this come out, and I kind of really still like them, and I still use them every once in a while. But there's only one problem with them. When you put them on the edge of your table or the picnic bench to use to drain water out of, works great, but when it gets about half full, it falls off the table. Another problem is you can't really stack them. Now with the hard containers, let me do this real quick. They sit at the edge of the table just great. You see they got a great little turn spout on there. Also, with this valve off, it helps the water come out a lot faster. This one doesn't have a valve, and you know how it is when the suction builds up there, the water doesn't come out like it's supposed to. Every once in a while you have to turn it up on in, open it up and let it depressurize. Another thing, these stack really nice. As you can see, they stack on top of each other, so you can store these at your campsite stacked or whatever you want to do. Now we're going to talk a little bit about cleaning these. As you can see, this one's already full. And the best way to clean these is not with soap and water, as I like to put about a cap full of bleach in them. You say bleach? I said yes, about a cap full of bleach. We're going to open this up. And it spills all over the darn place. Cap full of bleach in there. We're going to let that sit about 30-40 minutes to an hour. Now, by the way, it's a lot easier to put the bleach in when they're empty, but I just filled them up full of water for demonstration here. Now, we do the same thing with these. First, I want to show you a really neat device I made for cleaning these out. See, I brought a towel. I was prepared for a mess. Down here I have made a clean out device to clean out my water storage, rain barrels, and any other kind of drum. Basically what I've done is I took about a piece of PCV pipe. I think this is almost 3/4 inch. Put a cap on the end of it, drilled a couple holes down the side, and took a piece of old hose I found and put a clothes clamp in there. Let me show you how this works. Now if the oil pressure pumps up really nice, you get a nice good stream out of this thing. Let's find out. See that right there? That's what I'm talking about. Now simply all I do, put this inside the container, turn it on, turn the container around, and the pressure jets blow on the sidewalls and on the top of the container. See how easy it is to clean them out, opposed to transporting the hose in there and trying to get around the walls and the sides. So we're going to put a half cap of bleach in there. We're going to go ahead and fill it up the rest of the way. I'm going to switch over to a different hose. Oh, personal note, if you do fill these up with your garden hose, it's a good idea to let the hose run for a little bit. That way the water in there that's been sitting for a couple days gets out, and that way it doesn't get all nasty. So we're going to fill this up real quick. We're going to let it sit for about half an hour to about an hour before we drain those out. Now this has been sitting for a while. We're going to want to drain these. Now you don't want to just open it up, let all the water out. The reason being, I'll tell you why, is you don't sanitize the spigot. So we're going to let it naturally drain for a little bit. That way the bleach will run through the spigot and kill any germs. Like that. So we're going to let that run. As you can see, we're going to need a little airflow to get this one going here. Just open up the spout. Look at that. Whoop. As you see now, the water's completely drained out of both of these. Now this is bleach water. Do not get it on your clothes to leave those little bleach marks. Now of course you want to rinse each one of these containers out a couple times before you fill them up with water, just to make sure there's no bleach left in there. I'm pretty sure it won't hurt you in the small amount we put it in, but just don't risk it. Now, after you're done camping, you come home, you're going to want to store these. Do not store them with the lids on. The reason is with that, the air can't get in there and the water won't evaporate. It'll start building up a lot of mold. So you want to store them with the caps off. Make sure you drain out as much water as possible. Now on this blue container, the hard plastic, the spigot comes off and you can switch it around to the inside there of the cover. That way transport is awesome. Also on the sides of it, on one side they've got them marked in liters, how many liters is in each one. The other side they've got them marked in gallons. This one holds 6 gallons. This one holds 5 gallons. Now I still use this one quite often, so I'm not going to disrespect it, but I really like the soft plastic just for the simple fact that you can condense it down and store it in your cooler. As always, thanks for watching.